What is up, guys? I just wanted to preface this video by saying, yes, I really do work at McDonald's. This is a McDonald's shirt, a McDonald's hat, and I just wanted to tell you thank you so much for 50 subscribers. It's a small milestone, but I'm thankful to have every subscriber I do have, and I'm going to say thank you a lot in the video, and that's not a joke, I really do, but you're also going to hear me say that I did just get off work, and honestly, I really did just get off work, and I do have a lot to do, and I wanted to tell you guys that I really do put a lot of effort into my videos, and I spend a lot of time making it when I don't have much time at all. So thanks so much for watching my videos. Thanks for 50 subscribers, and hopefully we'll get more in the future. So right now, I guess I'll be cueing the intro. Now. What is going on, guys? XBell Games here, and today we got a little something special. I broke 50 subscribers yesterday, so today we're going to be sharing a McDonald's story. I'm actually going to be starting a new series called McDonald's Story Time, and hopefully every time I hit a new milestone in my YouTube channel, I will be doing a McDonald's Story Time. Today is the first day, so we're going to start it off with a pretty good story, and it's going to be the high guy. Yeah, he was high as a kite, let me tell you right now. He was pretty out there. So basically, first of all, let me tell you, I just got off work, so I'm in here telling you with McDonald's freshly in my mind, like, what is going on. So today we're talking about the high guy, and let me tell you how this all happened. So it was a Sunday morning, and on Sundays we sell a lot of hotcakes, which is pancakes for those of you that don't speak McDonald's language. We sell a lot of pancakes, biscuits and gravy, stuff like that. So I see up on the board that we have, I think it's 2 big breakfasts with hotcakes and a couple orange juices, I want to say. It's actually been like 3 or 4 months ago that this happened, but I'm just like remembering it right now, and I figured that I should share this in the video. So basically what happens is I see that that's up there, and I look outside prior to actually seeing that on the board up top, and I see like this car can just not park in any way whatsoever, like in the lane. I don't really know how to explain, but like, you know how you've got 3 cars, 1, 2, 3, one at the window at the front getting their food, one in the middle waiting, and one in the back drive paying for their food. So basically this guy's like right in between the person at the back drive and the person at the front, which is gonna be me. I just give this person their food, and then I see, like I said, the hotcakes, or the big breakfast with hotcakes up top. So I'm getting this guy's orange juice, right? And I get it, and I got it ready, and I turn around, and I don't want to say my manager's name, but what I am going to say is I'm going to call this guy Mr. Manager. Later on, we're going to talk about another guy called Dr. Manager. I can't really tell you. Dr. Manager's a little older than Mr. Manager. Mr. Manager's actually like 18. So what we're gonna do is call this guy Mr. Manager. So Mr. Manager comes over and he's like, yeah, I'll give this guy his food. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the guy pulls up to the window, and Mr. Manager asks the guy what he had. The guy looks at Mr. Manager and he's like, I had a muffin. And the guy's like barely able to keep his eyes open. I swear that he's barely able to keep his eyes open. And he's trying his absolute best to figure out what is going on, because I mean, you could tell he was high as a kite, and I knew at that very moment, sorry, my phone just vibrated. So I knew at that very moment that guy was high as a kite. Basically, at this time, he's even got the door open. Like, I don't think he could figure out how to use the window, so he had to open his door. So he opens up his door, and he's like talking to Mr. Manager. And obviously, no, he did not have a muffin. He was parked sideways in the lane because he couldn't figure out what he was doing. I think he was just wanting some free food or something. I'm not quite sure. But Mr. Manager looks at the guy and he's like, what did you have? And the guy's like, a muffin. A muffin. And then Mr. Manager's like, no, you didn't have a muffin. You didn't even go through the back. You didn't pay. And the guy's like, yeah, I did. I had a muffin. And Mr. Manager's like, no, you didn't. Thank you. Close the window. And the guy like drives away. He like drives up the road, turns right, and goes like way past. 30 minutes later, it's just about to hit breakfast rush, and let me tell you, this is actually like 7 o'clock in the morning, actually like 6:45, and it's about to hit 7:15, and this guy comes back in. I kid you not, comes back in, and he's not in the drive-thru now. I'm thinking, yeah, he's a little better. He's not high. He's coming in and he's getting his food, and he's doing good. So the guy comes in and he starts to order his muffin, and he can't figure out what he's doing. He stood there for 5 minutes before he even goes to order his muffin, and we have a deal on the muffins at that time, and he gets 2 of the Egg McMuffins, and, you know, high people are paranoid, just as paranoid as it gets, and I guess he had the right to be paranoid in this situation, because I whispered to Dr. Manager, the guy I was talking to, he's older than Mr. Manager, and I'm like, hey, I think this guy is still high. But I say it like really quietly, and like I don't make it noticeable at all. But I guess I was looking at the guy when it happened, and high people are just as paranoid as it gets. And Dr. Manager looks at me and he's like, yeah, and he laughs. And I think that might have been what set it off. I'm not quite sure. But Mr. Manager is getting the guy's food, and the guy looks at me, and excuse me for saying this, but I'm just going to say it straight out what he said. He turns and looks at me and he's like, hey, bro, you talking shit? Hey, and like at that time, Mr. Manager starts to take over his food. He puts the food down, and then the guy says it again, and he jumps up on the counter like halfway over, and Dr. Manager's literally looking at him laughing because the guy is so high. So the guy goes to jump over the counter, and I guess he couldn't make it over or something, but like he kind of stumbles on back down, and then he like takes his food and he starts walking away, and I think he got all the way to the door, came back, and then looked at me and he was like, yeah, dude, I'll be back. And I'm like, okay. And I just kind of leave it at that, and the guy's gone for a long time. And, I mean, he doesn't come back. But later on that day, I see that there was a complaint about someone driving under the influence and reckless driving and all this. The guy was arrested, I'm pretty sure, and that's the funniest part of the story, is that he got arrested because at the end of the day I came back and I told Dr. Manager that I saw that there was a guy that was arrested for that, and I thought it was hilarious. The guy looked like Albanian or something. It was weird, but honestly, it was a hilarious day. It was kind of scary in a sense, but I'm not one to get really freaked out about stuff like that. I just think it's funny and stupid. So, moral of the story, don't go to McDonald's high because no one cares, but I just thought that was a really funny thing to talk about, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this story, and if you want to hear more stories, tell your friends about my channel and get them to come over and subscribe, because every time I hit a milestone, 100 subscribers, 150, maybe switch that up to 250, I don't know, but it's just going to be like milestone upon milestone, and maybe I'll start telling more stories if that's what you guys want to hear. Like I said, just invite more friends, tell them about my channel, and if you think this video was a video worth watching, don't forget to share the video to the world and let people know about my channel. At the end of the video, I just want to talk about, on Twitter, I got a shout out from this kid, and it really made me happy because he said something really nice, and I just thought I should mention it in this video because I know some people aren't going to make it to the end of the video, but this guy named ITanKid followed me on Twitter, and I got a mention from him, and it said, great job so far on YouTube. It sucks that you aren't getting the feedback you deserve. Keep it up, though. You'll be big one day. So at that point, I just got off work, and it honestly had been a bad day. And that was tonight, and I get here at home, and I see that on my phone. And I go on Twitter, and I see that, and it honestly just made my whole day because I had had a pretty crappy day. I felt like crap. I've been sick the past week. I've been trying to keep it together. To come home and see that, it was just a really nice thing to see, and I just wanted to thank that guy. He literally has like 70,000 subscribers. I just thought I should thank him for that. I looked at his Twitter, and 3 or 4 tweets before that, it said, just watched a YouTube video. And I went to his channel thinking he had like 30K, and dude has 48 subscribers. And I just felt really humbled to see something like that coming from someone with so many subscribers, because when you're up there and you've got more than a lot of other people do, it's nice to give back. And I'm really glad and really humbled to see that guy gave back to me. And I think some of his subscribers and followers came to subscribe to me. And if you guys are watching this video, then thanks for coming and following what that guy said, because honestly, I do try to produce the best content I can. I work 4 days a week. I go to school 5 days a week, and I don't get much time off, but the time I do have off, I try to make good quality content for YouTube. So I just thought you guys should know that I'm really thankful and really humbled to have something like that happen to me, and I just wanted to say thank you. So from the bottom of my heart to Tan Kid and all his subscribers that came over to support me, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to end the video here. Again, thanks so much for 50 subscribers. And I know it might not be a big milestone, but it's something, you know. It's a start, and that's what I'd like to see. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a comment about if you thought this was funny, if you want to see more of this. Like the video, definitely. There's going to be like little annotations throughout the video if you haven't seen them already, saying to drop the video a like. So if you do like the video, don't forget to drop it a like. And if you're new here, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.